Hey guys, James here from jameseager.com and of course eBassGuitar.com. So one of the questions I get really often when I'm teaching is from my students is how I feel stuck. How do I start using the whole of the neck in my bass lines? Okay, I've got one pattern down which kind of works, but I want to know how to sort of stride out and use the rest of the neck. Okay, the way I always tell my students to do this is to learn the pentatonics first of all in different positions on the neck. Okay, so when we play our pentatonics, which I'm going to show you in a second, there are 5 different positions we can cover. Okay, so in this video I'm aiming to get through about 3 of them for you today, and then you can go and check out the other 2 by yourself. The most important thing is to understand that each of these positions has very subtle differences to them, and that's what we need to start learning. How I sort of talk to my students about it is, imagine the town that you grew up in. Okay, if you had a traffic jam there, you'd know every single back road that you could jump through, or every cut through, so that you wouldn't get stuck in traffic, that kind of thing. So, and the same happens when you go to a town that you don't know, for instance, but you've only got one way to get through it because that's all you know. So what it is it's all about learning your different shapes up and down the neck, just slowly, one by one, so that you end up with lots of different choices eventually over a period of time. So I'm going to introduce you today how this actually works. Okay, we are going to use the G minor pentatonic, okay, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. If you're not, I'm going to go through it now for you. So we're going to go for a G at fret 3. Then we are going to go for a B flat at fret 6. So we're going to go G, B flat, 1, 4, 1. So to a C, to a D, to an F on a 1, to a G on your third finger on the D. So we have this pattern 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. Then we can go into the next octave even, and go 1, 3, like that. So okay, so what happens is that's a fairly basic fundamental shape, okay, that I'm sure a lot of you know, and most of my students will come in knowing that one pretty well. So when they come to have a solo, or they want to make up a bass line in a minor key, for instance, they can go, these are a great set of notes that I can start working from. So okay, and there are a lot of options in that one particular shape, but what happens is you will run out of steam and you will want to start slowly gravitating up to the higher notes. And so what you need to do is know that shape in the next position up. Okay, and as I said, there are 5 of these, so we're going to look at the second one now. So what happens is we then move up and take the note that's on our 4th finger, and we make that our sort of key note. Okay, so we're going to go 2, and then we're going to go to the C there. So 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, so B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat, C, D. Okay, so if I do this back, we can do. Okay, and can you hear how it sounds exactly the same? We're just using a different position choice here. Okay, so we then have the minor pentatonic in position 2. Okay, so 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, so what I suggest you do is start just playing around. First of all, practice these in isolation. So you do shape 1. Okay, then we have shape 2. So, okay, and just start improvising around those shapes. So Okay, and the important thing is to always try and use one finger per fret fingering here. This is where I'm getting this fingering pattern from: 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, and remember, it's always the same set of 5 notes that we're using from the G minor pentatonic. So G, B flat, C, D, F, G. So we're just replicating these 5 notes all over the fingerboard. Okay, so what I get students to do once they're comfortable with those first 2 positions is to then start improvising between the 2 shapes. Okay, so and then come down that one. So go up the first one. Okay, so that's the first obvious one, is to go up one and then come down the next. Okay, or the other one is we can start just pulling out little fragments and shapes between them. So okay. Okay, so you can see that I'm now working between those 2 shapes, okay, and moving my hands around. What's giving me the guidance is a very, very strict 1 finger per fret idea, okay. So we're going to look at shape 3. I don't want to make this video too long for you, but just to demonstrate how this principle moves on now. So we're going to go G, B flat, so we're looking for a C, which is there. Okay, we're going to make that our root now. Okay, we're going to put a second finger on it. So we're going to go C, D, F, G, then B flat, C, okay, and then D, F there. So we have the shape 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4. Okay, if you're not sure, just write out those 5 notes on the neck, okay, or not on the neck, on a piece of paper. And then the other thing you can do is write out a diagram of the neck as well. Okay, this is a great idea. So you just rule out 4 lines and mark out the frets, and then just go through the neck and work out where every G, B flat, D, C, D and F is across the neck, and this will soon start coming into focus a little bit more. So we now, going back to this one, have this shape here. Okay. So yet again, practice it first of all just going up and down like a scale. Don't forget, do this with a metronome if you want. It's a great technique exercise. But then just start improvising on it. Okay, a couple of wrong notes there. Okay, so what we can do once you've got that down is start improvising between shape 2 and shape 3, okay? So go up one, down the next. Okay. Okay, so and then when you start getting really comfortable with that, put all 3 shapes together. Okay. Okay, so that is how I encourage all my students to start learning neck, is to learn these individual shapes, okay, Okay, all 5 shapes across the fingerboard. We've done first, the second, the third one. Okay, and you can work out 4 and 5 for yourself. Okay, and then start moving between them. And going back to my initial analogy of thinking about all those when you get stuck in a traffic jam, this is exactly how you start maneuvering your way out of the traffic jam, because you just know all these little back roads or whatever. So when you're stuck on the E string, you find yourself on the E string and you need a way out, you know where all the notes which are surrounding that little area are going to fit. So that is all we've got time for today. So if you've got any questions, please do comment below, ask me questions, email me, like or share this if you've enjoyed what we've covered today. Any questions, get in touch. I've been James from jameseager.com and of course eBassGuitar.com. Thank you very much.